Now, for this phase of the video, we're going to now explain how to multiply fractions. This one is one of the most easiest and most simple concept to remember when you're dealing with fractions and their operations. So to multiply fractions is the easiest concept to remember. Now, all they say is this: when you're multiplying fractions, we first multiply the numerators, which is the numbers at the top. So we multiply the numerators and then we multiply the denominators. So for example, we say we're going to multiply 3/4 and a half. So if we multiply 3/4 and a half, if we're going to follow the concept which says that we should multiply the numerators, then the denominators will do something like this. So it will be 3 times 1 over 4 times 2. So 3 1s, 3, 4 2s, 8. And if you're given 3/4 multiplied by a half, then the answer would be 3 over 8. So just remember the concept. The concept says when multiplying fractions, we simply multiply the numerators, then we multiply the denominators. So the final phase of this video wishes to express how you use division when it comes to fractions. So the onus is on us to remember these concepts. These concepts govern fractions. And the final one is division of fractions. So let's look at it. Now the concept says when dividing fraction that we should keep the first fraction, change the division sign to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. So if it is a case that we're given two fractions to divide, for example 5 over 10 being divided by let's say 15 over 20. Two random fractions. Let's see if we can apply the concept and see how it works. Now, the concept says we should keep the first fraction, which should be 5 over 10, then change the division sign to multiplication and flip the second fraction. So that 15 over 20 becomes 20 over 15. Now, we have two fractions being multiplied here, and the concept says when multiplying two fractions that we should multiply the numerators, then we multiply the denominators. And the answer for that would be 5 times 20 is how much? Is about 100, I think so. And 15 times 10 is 150. And then we must find the highest common factor between both. In this case, it will be 50. So 50 into 100 goes 2 times, 50 into 150 goes 3, therefore answer is 2 over 3. So once you're dividing two fractions, never forget this is what you should do. You keep the first fraction, change the division sign to multiplication, and flip the second fraction.